Greetings, Merry Christmas if you're joining live. Welcome back to returning episodes from series that I stopped like 2, maybe 3 months ago. I'm not really sure anymore. This is Sianka. She's about to continue her adventure in a little while. But first, a few words. Originally, this was a walkthrough series specially designated and designed for YouTube only, which means back then I was streaming a lot more on Twitch, and most of my playthroughs with various characters and stories were happening live on Twitch. And then I decided to do a special series only for YouTube because of the higher quality video that I can record, and for also a few other reasons. However, I've moved on and started using the new version of OBS multi-platform, which allows me to record and stream on different resolutions. Plus, YouTube live streaming has been upgraded quite a bit, and I've started using it a lot more often lately. And now I've decided to try with this next episode. I believe it's going to be number 20, but correct me if I'm wrong. I've decided to do the live recording of episode 20, returning of Sianka after a very long break, and for the very first time in patch 4.0. We're actually now closer to 4.1 than we are to 4.0, but still in 4.0, 403 to be exact. Anyway, I'm gonna do a very quick, brief overview for myself and then for everybody else, because I have kind of forgotten the class. Plus, it did undergo a lot of changes, and the spec I liked the most, playing and leveling up, has been severely nerfed from what I've heard. So I'm about to see if that's really true. I definitely did enjoy that spec a lot more than the other two. Obviously, I'm talking about Hatred. And we will see what kind of changes have been happening for the new expansion. Obviously, some changes have been made to the gear, to the companions, but I've talked about all of these things in different videos, tutorials, and guides and such. So today we're still focusing on the story, because that's the major idea and the main idea. Good morning, Lati. Let's log into the character. Then first I want to show you this thing. Hop. That's my article. Very quick reminder of what has changed now. This is an article I've published, kind of copy-paste from BioWare's developer blog post from before the launch, but since I haven't played the character after 4.0 went live, I'm actually gonna quickly remind myself and you guys what exactly has happened to the class and to the specs that I'm planning to revisit again. I'm gonna start with Hatred, and then probably eventually try Infiltration. I don't want to play as a tank, so Darkness is just out of the question. All right, so the quick overview. Sith Inquisitor, Jedi Consular. I want to see specifically the assassin changes. New ability, don't really care too much about it, but let's mention it. It's a higher level ability, so I won't get it anytime soon. However, the new ability, Phantom Stride, is a 30-meter range and no global cooldown, 30-second cooldown. Use the Force to move through time and space, appearing at your enemy target and increasing your movement speed by 75% for 3 seconds. It doesn't break stealth, cannot be used against targets in cover, and requires a double-bladed lightsaber or electro staff. Thank God I do have an awesome looking, where is it, double-bladed lightsaber. It's not actually a lightsaber, it's more like an electro staff, or I don't know what the hell it is. Skipping the tank part and going for the Deception of Infiltration. There's been a new passive skill added. It's called Amped Voltage or Fracturing Force. Okay, so it increases damage dealt by Surging Charge or Shadow's Techniques Discharge, Force Breach by 5%. Additionally, activating Phantom or Shadow Strike while Surging Charge Shadow Technique is active. It builds 3 static charges, breaching shadows. All right. Very quick reminder. Where is my lightning charge? Okay, I'm actually looking at the wrong description at the moment. So this is for Deception. And we've got Surging Charge at level 10. The next one is that a few abilities have been moved. That's not really that valid at the moment. Ability from 57 has been moved to 58. The other one, low slash, is now 42 instead of 41. And third one, Clacking Blast, has been moved to 60 from 59. These are just cosmetics. For the Hatred and Serenity, again, the same changes listed here. I know there are more hidden changes that haven't been mentioned in this video, but I guess I'm gonna slowly discover them as I start playing and as you guys start reminding me or teaching me if you're better Shadow and Assassin than I will be. Obviously, I'm actually just restarting the class, so obviously I've forgotten everything, almost everything. So for Hatred, a new passive skill has been added. That should be level 61, sorry. Languishing Lashes or Atrophying Attacks. Dealing melee damage increases the critical chance of your damaging periodic effects by 10% for 10 seconds, since Hatred is supposed to be a dot spec. And then the moved abilities, Demolish from 57 to 58, Leeching Strike from 41 to 42, and Inevitable Demise from 59 to 60. For the utilities, I absolutely don't remember the utilities, and they're empty on my screen, so I mean on this screen, so I will obviously have to read a little bit on them and use whatever I find fitting. Maybe for a future video someone would recommend me what would be eventually best for leveling, but I'm sure if I take a deeper look at them, I would actually be able to remember and pick the proper ones. I do know what is needed for leveling. After all, I've done the damn leveling on many characters so many times, so it's kind of logical what would be beneficial for PvE leveling. Okay, tier 1 skillful new utility, snaring slashes. Oh yeah, bunch of abilities, reduce the movement speed of the target by 30% for 6 seconds. Okay, that's not really needed. That's a PvP utility, very useful, I guess. For tier 2 Master Food, the new utility is called Speed Surge or Kinetic Acceleration. And we've got Shock, Ball Lightning, and Creeping Terror, increasing your movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. It cannot occur more than once every 12 seconds. Again, sounds like a very PvP focused utility, sorry, it's a passive. And the last one from the heroic section, Phasing Phantasm. Ugh. You can use Phantom while immobilized, and it purges immobilizing and slowing effects when used. I definitely see how none of the new utilities added for patch 4.0 is really any beneficial for story leveling. Hatred is better for leveling because of the lifesteal and AoE. My favorite thing from Hatred for leveling was the AoE. I just love, what was it, Deathfield? What was the name of the ability? Deathfield. I just love that one. It's absolutely by far my favorite skill. Probably one of my most favorite skills overall, not just for this class. It looks fun, it behaves fun, and it has a relatively low cooldown. It procs different things, and it's really massive AoE. I don't remember its damage before 4.0, but for level 37, maximum damage per target of 915 sounds nice. Plus, I just checked before starting my stream. Whoa, the hell? How come I have no implants? Okay, that part I forgot to check. I'm using very old gear, which means a hell of a lot of upgrades are available and I've already purchased. And here is another change that you might have noticed already, but since I haven't talked about it in any of my other videos for whatever reason, I probably just forgot. The modification vendors on the fleet now sell green stuff. They used to sell blue. I can't really compare them stat-wise. I didn't bother with that. Maybe someone will be so kind in the comment section or here during the live recording to let us know if there is any real noticeable difference. But one thing is for sure, everything has been streamlined because of the new mastery stat and everything looks so much easier. Now, what I've opted to go for is all the way critical on my enhancement. And I went for Mastery Heavy, which is a lettered mod for level 38. Now, obviously, I'm level 37, so I'll have to go a whole level with my old 28 gear or so. Hi, Senna, welcome.
For the Empire.
I really don't know. I think it's bound per character. Yep, it's bound per character, and I actually receive that with every character that I create. Just like with any other BioWare reward. Once you receive a reward, you know that you keep receiving that reward forever and ever and ever. On any new character, on any new server that you go to. Oh, trainer, okay. Apparently I've got some abilities to repurchase. Force Shout, alright. Purchase all hostile removable effects and increases your chance to resist force and tech attacks by 200%. 200? Yeah, because 100% is not enough for 3 seconds. It doesn't break stealth. Okay. Let's see. I can't remember where it used to sit, but let's put it here for now. Heroic moment, huh? Nice, thank you. I might have to use it since I've forgotten how to play the game. What now? Speeder piloting? I can use a speeder. What's wrong with this now? Maybe I just never purchased that before. It's available for level 35, anyway. And this gear you see here came back from my companions. Now, obviously, there is absolutely no difference which one of the companions I'll be using, except for maybe their rank here, because that rank will give me some passives. In this example, plus 100% presence points when I'm using Cam Val, and I will be using him because I like him. 3% time efficiency for crew skills, that's irrelevant for leveling specifically, and 1% critical rate for crew skill tasks, that's again irrelative. What the hell do you want? Champions and contacts, okay, they're actually describing to me something that I've covered in a very great detail in a specific over 1 hour long video dedicated to the alliance system. Anyway, I think it's about time that I continue my next task. Wow, look at what clear mission log I have. My next task is to go to Quesh, and I'm kind of in the beginning of chapter 2. Well, not really in the beginning, I'm in the middle of chapter 2 of the class story now, and that's a different chapter 2 than the chapter 2 available after level 60. I don't know why BioWare decided to make things so confusing, but anyway. Okay, a lot of things that I don't want to pick up right now. Maybe, no, I don't want that speeder, because it depends on the rank of speeder piloting. And as we probably know, but if you don't, I'll remind you, Kurtob Alliance Speeder, the one I'm using on all of my lower level characters, is a little bit noisy and frustrating at first, but I've gotten used to it. It's a special reward for referring the first person to use your referral code, and I've actually referred about, I don't know, 300 and something people, so I do have all the rewards. Thank you to those 300 and something people that have ever used my referral code, the referral link. Not all of them are active, obviously. Maybe less than 10%, 15% maybe are active subscribers at the moment. And many of them never subscribed. But nonetheless, it's important that they gave it a try. And I suppose it's about time that I would continue. Okay, very quick, brief overview so I can remind myself and those who don't know the class what the main abilities would be. Dead Field, granted at level 10, requires a third of my force and has a 15-second cooldown for 10-meter range. It's an awesome ability. Really love it. Okay, so what it does, create a dead field at the target location, dealing internal damage and stealing life from affected targets to heal you for 10% of the damage it deals. So that's really good for 900 damage done, just something average. I would take, what is it, 90 HP back for me. Not bad, and that's per target. Next one, level 12 passive, reduces the force consumed by death field by 20, okay, because otherwise originally it's probably 50 points. I have noticed that the Red Eclipse had a very heavy status the day before, 23rd. 23rd of December. That's actually the last time I logged into SWTOR because during the holidays I was busy with different things. Hey, Merry Christmas. It's 26th of December if you're joining live, or at least those of you who I already know have joined live. Merry Christmas, guys. 26th is still official Christmas Day. At least here in Bulgaria we celebrate it. The next one increases damage dealt by lightning charge discharge effect by 20%. Okay, sorry. Hi, Hendrik. Merry Christmas. The next one reduces the damage taken from all periodic effect by 15%. Totally useless thing for PvE leveling. Mass mind control increases your damage reduction by 30% for 6 seconds. Mass mind control would be nice if I can remember which one is this. And mass mind control forces all enemies within 15 meters to attack you for 6 seconds. If dark charge is active, if dark charge is not active, or in other words, if you're not a tank, threat towards all current enemies is immediately reduced. Player targets deal 30% less damage for 6 seconds when attacking anyone other than you. So quite a useful ability for PvP again. And in PvE, obviously, it's an aggro drop. So mass mind control, where was it? Reduces the damage by 15%. Mass mind control increases your damage reduction by 30%. Okay, so now after level 24, it reduces the other people around me and my damage received. Cool. The next active ability, Creeping Terror, available at level 26. It used to be 24, but never mind. Oh no, wait. I think it was 24. Whatever. Paralyzes the target in fear, dealing internal damage over 18 seconds and immobilizing it for 2 seconds. The immobilizing effect cannot occur more than once every 9 seconds. It's important the dot here, not the immobilizing effect. I think nobody would care for leveling purposes about the stun. Passive for 29. I'm deliberately skipping the names because I'm horrible reading ability names, especially for the abilities that I'm not aware of and that I don't know. Lacerate spreads your periodic discharge and creeping terror effects to the targets it damages. So, quick reminder. Discharge and creeping terror are mentioned here. Lacerate spreads the periodic damage from discharge and creeping terror to the target its damage, as long as it damages target already affecting by your discharge. So basically my AoE saber spin spread the dots. So kind of similar effect like with my Sentinel. I should compare everything to my Sentinel because that's the class I know best. Surprised? No, I guess not. Anyway, in addition, Deathfield overwhelms its target for 45 seconds. Overwhelmed targets take 10% more damage from area attacks. Not bad. Thank you. Level 32 passive, Creeping Terror now deals 10% additional damage, and when your lightning charge deals damage, it restores 5 force. Cool. What was that? Creeping Terror. So it's very important to put Creeping Terror dot as soon as I begin the fight. If I remember correctly, it kind of takes priority for lower HP targets. First, use Creeping Terror. If the fight is long enough, you could use Discharge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the correct mechanism and mechanics to spread the dots. Obviously, if the target dies from 3 hits, you don't need to spread 2 dots on that target. There is no point of wasting time. And the 36 passive, I won't go through the rest of the passives because I haven't earned them yet. And I will do that as I level up. Deathfield places a death mark on affected targets, increasing the amount of damage the target suffers from your next 15 periodic damaging abilities by 10%. And it lasts for half a minute. Very cool. Why? I don't have an experience boost, Steam. Who's that noob that never made me an XP boost, Steam? What do you think? I have to switch the screen. You probably don't see a difference, but in one case I'm using Windows capture, in other I'm just capturing the whole monitor. Now, if I switch to a porn website, you will not be able to see. That was a stupid joke. Pretend I didn't say anything. What would you guys think? Is it worth exploring other companions? I actually never played with Kemvow as an active companion, but I did play plenty up to level 37 with him already. So is it maybe a good idea to check some of the others? Boosted XP is bugged? What? Oh, you mean the visual indicator? Okay, well, for me it's not bugged, I guess. And since I haven't done any leveling in 4.0 yet, believe it or not, a month, what is it? Nearly 2 months after the patch went live, I still haven't leveled a single level of low-level character to explore things. But I guess since it's displayed here, I do have it available. Okay, utilities. Reduces the cooldown of Jolt by 2 seconds, Unbreakable Will by 30 seconds, and Force Speed by 5 seconds. Simply because I like Force Speed, I think I'm gonna put this one. I don't think I really care too much about Jolt and Unbreakable Will, simply because they're not very useful for leveling. Ashari is really epic, you have to be light. I am light side. I don't know if you've been following the previous episodes from the series, but this is my good Togruta assassin. Thank you for the suggestion. I'm gonna switch to Ashara then. Or maybe Ashara. I'm not really sure how was her name pronounced. I like Ashara. Okay, lowering the cooldown of Electrocute by 10 seconds. In addition, your Whirlwind affects up to 2 additional standard or weak enemies within 8 meters of the target. Don't really need that, at least not for now. Reduces all damage taken while stunned for 30%, useless for PvE. Almost nobody ever stuns you, plus if they ever do, they don't do a lot of damage. Increases movement speed by 15% and your effective stealth by 5. So what I need from this one, at least I think, is the movement speed, because I want to move quicker from objective to objective. I don't need the stealth level for PvE leveling. Increases the damage dealt by Lacerate by 25%. Quick reminder, which one was Lacerate? Oh, yes. Damage dealt by Lacerate by 25%. Absolutely yes. What? I've got only 3 points. Okay. If you say so. I forgot that that's another thing BioWare changed. In the previous version of the Discipline 3, we had 4 points available, I think, at level 37. I can deal with that, just out of curiosity. Increase your armor rating by 30% while lightning charge or surging charge is active. In addition, targets you guard gain insulation when they take damage, increasing their damage reduction by 1%. The effect stacks up to 3 times, cannot occur more often than once per second, and lasts up to 10 seconds if you keep guard on the target. Not a DPS leveling useful utility. Overload binds its target in electricity, immobilizing them for 5 seconds. Direct damage dealt after 2 seconds ends the effect prematurely. Don't need that for leveling, at least not now. Thrash, Voltaic Slash, and Lacerate reduce the movement speed of the targets. They damage by 30% for 6 seconds. I believe this was, the new utility added with patch 4.0, so I think out of skillful I've picked the 3 most useful ones for story leveling purposes. If you have any objections, feel free to tell me how much I don't know the class. Anyway, it's time to go to Quesh, get that one level out of the way. 1 hour 50 minutes remaining, that's plenty of time. And it is time to go do something. I'm curious to see how much... Oh wait, it's double XP, which means most likely I will not have to deal with planet story arcs. It means I'm gonna receive enough XP from the main class story again, just like it was before 4.0, at least for this episode. We'll see when the next one would be. And usually the episodes were about half an hour long, but I've been live now for about 32 minutes, minus some 8, 9, 10 minutes intro. Oops. And I haven't even begun. There might be a lot of editing, or maybe I'll just decide to upload an extremely long episode. What exactly is epic about Ashara? What do you think makes her so epic? Is it something she says? Maybe her personal story? I forgot to travel to Quesh. That's why I'm back to the ship. Quesh. There you are. 36, 37. That means I'm above the level for Quesh. I definitely don't need to do side missions, at least for this planet. Did you guys see what new microphone I've purchased? And waiting for it to arrive in the beginning of January. Actually, it's going to be delivered in the UK beginning of January, and by the end of January, hopefully, I will have it in my own arms and be able to start recording very high quality audio. Well, I hope. Everybody says it's a very high quality microphone for a very decent price. So I believe them. A conflicted Jedi. Well, I don't remember how I recruited her. What the hell am I using? Leveling. Okay. I have to change this, probably. I don't have crew skills on her. It's interesting. So it doesn't tell me here what Shara is. Alright, never mind. I'll probably have to rewatch one of my old episodes and see how I recruited her. But it's very likely that she came to me as a light side. Seriously, I started making this as soon as I actually began playing the class, see? Went out of my ship before talking to the holo. I hate that. But I've already done it once, so I can rest assured that it won't happen again, at least not for this episode. Oh yeah, she was the Padawan we turned around, yeah. That part I remember. Tarish was actually the last thing I did.
Before you arrive.
What the hell?
and I will try our best to stave him off, but Lord Cineratus is not a man to be trifled with. The item we stole was the key to a hidden entrance to Darth Thanaton's private meditation chambers. It is the perfect ambush spot for when you have enough power to face him. If Corrin and I don't make it, we hope you'll avenge our deaths. Crush Thanaton, and usher in the new era for the Sith.
Okay, locate Cal and Corinne. Wait, that's confusing. You're using planetary quest for gear, as in you just pick up the gear they give you with the quest? Why do you do that? Is it a better gear than the comms? I mean, crystals? Comms, not crystal. Not comms, crystals. Crystals, not comms. I need to remember that, finally. But I haven't had to deal too much with the new data crystals, so I still have time to learn that it's not commendations anymore, it's crystals. Why? Well, because I don't know why. BioWare decided to do stupid things and keep renaming them. Hop. Thanaton strikes back. I hate that camera issue. Your apprentices called you, claiming they have information that can help you defeat Darth Thanaton. This is the main objective from here on now, defeat Thanaton. And because she was too weak when she first attempted, it is time now to gain some more power by obtaining more spirits. Oh, that's a good idea, yeah, definitely you should save the crystals for endgame. Since I have so many crystals, it's not really a problem for me. I think they won't let me go on Taris without picking up the planetary quest, because it gives me... It gives me the special breathing device. And that's very unique for Tari's planetary quest. No other planet requires the player to
Sorry,
pick
my lord,
up.
I thought you were another recruit. No paperwork required. I take it you're here to fight in the Quesh War?
Oh, for the Alliance grind. Okay, good point.
What war?
Sorry, thought you'd been briefed. I can't talk about military operations. Let's just say it's a hazardous fight. Quesh is highly toxic, poisoned by the resource the Republic's mining. You'll need a protective injection just to survive.
Thank you.
There we go. That treatment will protect you for the time being.
I have business on Quesh.
You're good to go. The effects will wear off, but you can get another injection planetside. You're cleared. Talk to Moff
I'm eager
Grayson
to
if you want
see
to
if
fight.
there
He's in
is
charge
any
the
of the
Empire's
new
war effort.
effects implemented into the old storyline. When you're picking a reward, always go for this one. Ooh, forgive me, I need to quickly go back. Ooh, Quesh Venom. Quesh's sole natural resource is a substance properly known as Venenit Queshaga. Okay, I'll remember that. Very quick trip back to my stronghold because I'm certain I have level 35 upgrades of these things. Yep, I'm using 25. The next one should be 35 and the last one is 45. And I really hope that I have some of those. Imperial Garrison, okay. Well, whenever the video is published, if you want to, you can pause and read this description of the lore update. Waiting for an elevator. Best moment in the game ever. How come I have no companion? Come on, Sarah. Spawn.
Don't make me go
Thank
against my
you.
teachings.
Ooh, she's a healer. I don't know what to use her as. Maybe a healer, yeah. Definitely don't like whatever the hell she's wearing. Obviously not much. So let's put just some pants on her. Oh, okay, I like that. Hey, look at that, we're two Togrutas. I completely forgot about that fact. Unfortunately, her Montreals looks so much better than mine. They are completely different design, much more natural from the front. Kind of the same ugliness from the back, which actually fits the armor for a change. Okay, she needs weapons, I believe. Or does she? I don't know. I can probably check a vendor and buy back whatever stuff I sold by mistake or not so much.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Speed the vendor. Buy back. Let's buy something. What's she using? Melee, really? Oh, Ashara's bracers. Okay, I can actually buy back all of her gear to make her look normal. Interesting. I did have an earpiece that I sold for whatever reason. Every 10 levels? Wow, that's a stretch. I usually always used to buy my mods every 4 levels because they are available every 4 levels. It goes slow if you don't upgrade often enough. Don't you think?
Come back anytime.
Alright, she looks a little better now. Unifying the colors, and she looks like herself. Now 1 earpiece for free, thank you.
Take it easy.
Oh wait, I have the exact same one, unfortunately. What could I do? maybe... What the hell is she using then? It's not a vibro sword, obviously. And
Won't find a better bargain.
there is nothing else that belonged to
Come back
her that I can
anytime.
buy off. Never mind. She will deal without weapons. I guess. I need to deactivate the Taris quest. The Quesh quest. Thanaton Strikes Back is this one. Can I map somewhere close? Nope. I can speed though.
At your service, my lord.
Okay, that's a little bit closer. It's interesting, just beginning the quest gave me like 1/5 of a level experience. And I haven't done pretty much anything else. Just begun the Quesh quest and begun the planetary Quesh quest. My favorite moment, long traveling with the speeder where I have nothing to do, nothing to say. Thank you! I forgot completely that there is indeed a recovery email. There was a few of them. I always use healing companions, yeah. Every time I level up a DPS, I always use healing companions. Sianka was actually the exclusion or the, I don't know, the difference from my rule. She was using Kemval with his tank abilities as a true tank companion. That's why I was wondering if it's a good idea to use her in this way. But no, I'll stick with her as a healer. Let me know now. Do I have... Where? Oh, this one. I opened a million of them until I learned or remembered which one I need. Legacy. Some random pets, okay. I don't have a mailbox, damn it. Okay. My companion will have to wait until I finish the mission. Hopefully she will not be totally useless without weapons. But we'll see.
Take it easy.
Alright, it's not like I've completely forgotten how to play the class, it's just that I'm a little bit rusty with the passives. And she's healing. Without the weapon, but she's healing. And let's not forget I have Assassinate as of level 36, I think. Very powerful finisher. Bonus quest, I don't think I care much about it. Well, I do, with the double XP on top of it. But my main goal is the lower level. I have a feeling I'm missing something, or rather actually I haven't checked something. Buffs. Personal effects by time. Never mind, everything's here. Right, so Crushing Darkness is totally useless unless it procs, otherwise it does have a channeling effect, which I don't want as an assassin. 5 out of 10. It's very likely I won't be able to finish the side quest.
Are you the Sith who killed my apprentices?
My lord, I assure you it was nothing personal. I just prefer to stay off Thanaton's hit list. Or do you really think I have nothing better to do than chase a pair of low apprentices across the blasted galaxy? Now, as often happens when two Sith first meet, one of us isn't leaving this room alive. So I propose a toast to the honorably defeated.
Light side options it is, and since there is no light, I'm picking the neutral one.
Are you sure you won't consider joining me? Not that anyone would question your loyalty to Thanaton, of course.
That's a tall order. Honor demands I die if I betray my master.
I've noticed the same issue. I wasn't sure what the hell is happening. Was it something that I thought I saw?
I don't suppose
She
your
did blink.
honor can be bought.
Now there's a thought. Alderaanian brandy isn't cheap. I wouldn't sell out for anything less than a new set of starship stabilizers. Your little rogues mangled mine during the chase.
I'd say we've come to an agreement.
Excellent, my lord. You may consider myself and my minions at your command. You'd best not linger. I wasn't the only Sith chasing these two. I'll cover your escape.
Really? There is another? Give it here. Use your ship's intercom. Right, this was rather a quick one. Maybe I ought to finish the special side quest. Ooh, 2 silvers. 3 silvers. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Man, I'm overpowered. Where is it? Where is it? Oof. I'm looking for presence on my companions window. Silly me. Okay, 682 points. That's not bad. It should have been a lot higher, but since 4.0 BioWare revamped everything regarding the companions and their bonuses. 8 out of 10. Hey Tony, you actually didn't miss much of the gameplay because I spent a lot of time remembering what the things do, how the abilities behave, and things like that. You've almost missed the Quesh story, but it's so damn short. It's easy to miss. What? One more? Seriously? Oh, there is the one. Come here, gold one.
Jedi doesn't fear death.
You think you're a Jedi? Pfft, that's cute. There is something wrong with my buffs. Let's double check that again. On the target, need my buffs to be displayed. Oh, that's what I'm missing, highlighting them. I played the Sith Inquisitor Dark once, of course, and it was a hell of a lot of fun, but this second walkthrough is because I haven't played the story in a very long time and I've forgotten the later part of it. It's already the later part, so most of it I've actually forgotten here. What I meant to say is I wanted to produce and show something very unique and entertaining for all of you who would be eventually watching this. You know, the story is over 4 years old now, and many of you have played it more than once. So I've decided to go for something extraordinary, unusual, and often unused light side version. I actually have a lot of fun with it, and I should stop saying actually. It's not good. Let's see. Debuff highlight max duration 1 minute, obviously. Of course, it's gonna be 1 minute. Why am I even thinking about that? For the buffs highlight, max duration 1 minute again, and that's it. Now my leveling user interface settings are the way I should have had them from the start. Not having those buffs highlighted is a huge miss. Well, general miss, yeah. Yeah, use your ship's intercom. Does that mean I can just straight teleport to the ship? Let's play it safe. You're in a good mood again. Did you have fun on the Christmas holidays, guys? How did you spend Christmas? Drunk? No. Oh, up to the ship. If only I can remember. Where was it? Aha. Up on the top. Unfortunately, way up on the top. Ah, what a luck. I've never played the Sith Warrior light side. This should be a project of mine for the near future. It's been long enough since I played my warriors, and I have, let's see, I have 2 marauders, 1 juggernaut. Maybe I could make a second juggernaut because I don't have a juggernaut on the Red Eclipse, and I don't need more marauders. On the other side, every major patch is changing something, and I've very deeply explored all the changes since 3.0 with my second sentinel, that was Sabrosa. And then I probably should do the same. 5 hours ago. 5 hours ago. That's very early morning. That's the best way to spend the holidays. I'm spending my holidays resting, having fun with the family at home. We haven't planned any long trips or travels or anything. I'm also spending it in wait, so I'm waiting for a special delivery of a set of clothing that I purchased like 2 weeks ago, but due to the craziness around the holidays, it hasn't been delivered yet. And obviously, after the new year begins, I'm gonna start waiting for the new awesome microphone. Click this.
Your old apprentices are dead, but they managed to steal the key to Thanaton's meditation.
And so goes the last of my legacy, your self-accepted. But this key, perhaps their death was not such a waste. Thanaton's private meditation chamber would be the perfect place for an ambush.
We done playing with ghosts yet? Where I come from, man takes your dignity, you break his teeth.
We shouldn't rush to seek revenge.
We can't afford haste. I'd advise against facing Thanaton until you've gained more power.
How do I do that? I don't know where any more ghosts are.
You know, it's just hearsay, but there have been strange rumors coming off Hoth lately. Ships crashing mysteriously, and crews hearing voices.
Oh, cool.
Level-headed people I
We're
know
going to Hoth.
Ashara and I will look into these Hoth rumors. In the meantime, you should consider replacing your apprentices. You will appear weak if you don't try to restore what Thanaton destroyed. I've heard a new group of acolytes have arrived on Korriban. Slaves. The kind that Thanaton always passes on. Our old friend Harkan is training them.
I already have an apprentice.
Thanaton took 2
Hey, Raux.
apprentices from you. And fallen or not, this one can hardly be called Sith. An apprentice from Korriban is a special honor. It says you have status, and you will have your pick of the group. Go to Korriban while we study these Hoth rumors your pirate friend produced.
Seriously? I don't remember that. It's probably because I haven't done light side, Ashara. Okay. I'm doing very fine. Thank you for asking. I hope you had good Christmas holidays. Travel to Korriban, yeah. Obviously, I need to go to the piloting chair. Oh, Korriban. Korriban. Oh, there you are. Hi, Joey. Good morning or good evening. What was 5 hours ago? So it's 13:43 local time. 5 hours ago for me and for you probably. It was really early morning. You've had a long Christmas celebration, man. Sony Ericsson Xperia T3 Black. You can't put a link, unfortunately, I think, on YouTube. Give it a try. Maybe they finally allow it. But in any case, if you remind me on Skype, I would like to check it out. I actually love, for some reason, watching reviews about mobile phones, even though I'm not a mobile person myself. I do have a mobile phone. It's actually on the cheap side. It's from Gigabyte. It's a brand that doesn't usually strikes you as a mobile company. Oh, it's gonna be kind of relatively hard to convince you in a short span, way. Just give the game a try, focus on the story. If you're a fan of Knights of the Old Republic, just give another spin to the story. Regardless of when you played the game, it's actually worth checking it again because of the many changes involving story, experience gained from quests and such. The game now allows you much easier and much more freely to focus on the epic storylines instead of grinding experience from side quests and such. Okay, there is another perk. Yeah, it isn't. Wow. Where do I have my stun? If I do. Okay, it's a little bit uncomfortable placement, but hey. I don't know if how many of my videos you've watched about this game. Obviously, I'm a passionate player about Star Wars The Old Republic. I've been playing it for long enough to claim that I know pretty much almost everything about the game in general. Or not everything about every class. Nobody is proficient with all the classes in any game they play. 10 hours is not enough. You probably played the game very early, some 2, 3, 4 years ago. Give it a try. It's totally possible now. Probably not as a free-to-play. I've never been the free-to-play myself or preferred status. But if you're willing to spend $15 and you really like the story, you will totally be able to spend not 10 but 100 hours just leveling your favorite classes and experiencing interesting stories. It's definitely worth. Maybe you want to check out some of my lore videos. Obviously, the walkthroughs would spoil the story for you, unless you don't care about that. But I do have some hopefully interesting lore videos about the game. I do have some guides and tutorials. I have a whole bunch of video selection with, I don't know, probably over 50, 60 videos dedicated to patch 4.0, the latest big patch and the expansion. You might find interesting things in this selection. What other games? The only other game I play, I don't know if that's a question to me, but I'll answer for myself. The only other game I play is The Witcher 3 at the moment. I'm playing it for the second time, and as soon as I finish, I'm gonna start Witcher 1 and 2, just because.
You are the slime, the filth, the wretches of society. You are what Sith Lords scrape off their boots. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to crawl out of that muck and make something of yourselves. More likely, you'll die. It's my job to see that it's one or the other.
My old friend.
Harken. How good to see you again.
My lord, it's always a pleasure to see you. I was just preparing these new slaves for their imminent death. Are you here for an apprentice, or were you just feeling nostalgic?
Hi, Robbie. Merry Christmas.
I'm certainly not here to see you.
Still as prickly and arrogant as ever, eh, slave? I mean, my lord. Thanaton had the sense to pass up this cancerous lot, so they're yours if you want them. This worm is Sephiroth. They found him in a Hutt's palace, crushing prisoners' heads for the Hutt's entertainment.
Steve Pamuhu Mwaga.
Shut up, slave. You don't talk directly to a Lord of the Sith unless she asks it. This beady-eyed monstrosity is Argog. Don't know where on a cat-hound's backside he's supposed to come from. Sorry, what was that? Can't understand a word it says. This gangly creature is Jackson. He's no Sith, but is at least human. No offense. And this bone-faced one, well, I can't pronounce whatever gibberish he says he's called. We call him Zalek.
Master.
Don't let him fool you. Too wild for his own
Who's
good.
Zalek? Okay.
There were 2 others, but we made the mistake of leaving them alone with Zalek.
I look forward to seeing the results of your trials. I trust you'll be a fair judge.
No one's ever had trouble from me they didn't deserve, my lord. You may check back as you please. I don't expect it to take too long to chew through this bunch. What are you staring at, wretches? You know your trial. Now go!
You've got a blue snowball, nice. I've purchased a new microphone myself too, but mine will arrive by the end of next month, so it's not exactly a Christmas present. It may be considered as a Christmas present from some of you guys to me, because I bought it with the bigger part of the money from donations, pledges on Patreon, and earnings from Amazon and YouTube. So it's kind of a present, even though it's gonna arrive late. Use your ship's intercom, okay. Just travel to the... oh no, that's a quicker way to go to my ship. About the agent story, Raux, I've played it 1.5 times, because on the second Imperial agent, my... which one is the second one? Okay, so Sniper I played first, Operative is my second. I didn't finish it, and I probably never will. I don't like playing Operative, leveling up, both as a healer and as a DPS is just boring. Endgame healer Operative is a lot of fun though. I didn't know Origin has a discount on that Outlander pack. For 20 euros, it's a... is it euros? Where did you go? 20 euros, yeah, it's a very decent price. Oh, not here. Ship's intercom. And I have a mailbox next to me, so let's check where is the weapon for my companion. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. That's not fair. How can it be full of trash? Okay, let's see. She should be fully equipped now. Oops. Well, ping me a Shara. Go. Pants. Oh, there are her pants. Okay, now she does have full armor. I mean, original full armor. What if I can talk to her? What would I say to her? Is it important? Okay. I generally don't want to do the side quests, but if it's something related to the main mission, I would do it. No, I won't sell everything here. I'll just put it somewhere where I won't see it for a long time, and I'll probably forget it exists. Oh, not that. Gonna need that one. How much did you play? I mean, it's not a surprise you leveled that much from, what do you say, 33 to 65, but it's also important how many hours you played.
I trust our friend Harkin is doing well.
It is still double XP.
On Korriban, it's time we looked for another spirit to bind.
I really hate that scrolling effect of the conversation wheel. It's so dumb. It should fade in, fade out. Don't scroll.
Tell me about this ghost.
We think what Andronicus has heard is true. A Republic transport crashed over Hoth about a year ago. It was carrying artifacts from a Sith tomb that the Jedi had confiscated.
What did the Jedi want with Sith artifacts?
What does it matter? They never reached their destination. The Jedi never recovered the transport. I don't like the idea of binding the dead like this, but if you have to, I'd start looking for that transport.
I don't have a confirmation, but I suspect they've extended it because of the issues with the weekly events. You know, first the Ragoose and then the Bounty Hunter week was cancelled, and they won't reappear again until the new year. So I guess that's kind of the reason why they granted us extra double XP. I think it was supposed to be just 1 week. No? Yeah, sobering up would be probably a nice idea before you start playing. Otherwise, you never know where you might end up naked. In-game or out of the game. Use the ship's intercom again. Alright. It's not just a shot, actually. Look, all of my companions want to
information on this ghost
talk
business,
to me.
Andronicus.
Look, I've been doing some digging around, and by all accounts, this stuff is more messed up than Tatooine. Pirates run this place, though the Empire and the Republic have dared to move in of late. Still, ships don't land here. The cold is part of it, but there are other rumors. The kind you'd ignore if you had sense.
Fortunately, I'm not interested in sense. Only ghosts. What do these rumors say?
There was a light freighter out of Yavin 4, the Star Runner, disappeared over this place. Reported some strange happenings before it did. It was a smuggler vessel, loaded full of ancient junk from Yavin's tombs. If I wanted to catch a ghost, I'd start asking after that ship.
Hope you've got your blasters ready.
Just finishing the cold weather fittings, and I'll be ready. Hollow Chatter says the Empire's operating on this ice block, so you might try using your new Lord of the Sith authority. Careful though, place is crawling with pirates, and they aren't all as nice as me.
I love the Andronicus' voice. So, let's catch up. The nicest thing I got for Christmas, this thing behind me. I hope you can see the big Darth Vader behind me. This was an early Christmas present, which I received on, I don't remember anymore, about a week before Christmas, really. But that's probably still the best one. The next best one would arrive, as I've mentioned, by the end of January. It's kind of a present from myself to myself, but actually in reality it's a present from my viewers and subscribers to me. What else did I miss? Yeah, it's not easy to die leveling or doing anything in 4.0. Oh, the balance tree for the Sage. I don't think I've ever played that, or maybe very, very little, so I'm not really familiar with it. But if you say it works on bosses, why not? And gearing is kind of not an issue anymore, so you can start a character from 1 with the double XP, you can have it 65 by no time. And after that, it's just very easy to gear up with whatever method you prefer, just farming, story mode, daily operations, or anything else. I would assume most of you, me included, we already have what I meant to say is we already have, I forgot my thought. We already have many alts, and gearing up is not the problem with leftovers, with not commendations, crystals from other characters, just transferring legacy gear left and right. Speak to Sergeant Lauren. Andronicus View has heard rumors of a ship called the Star Runner, believed to have been brought down by an ancient Sith apparition. Okay, our next Sith apparition would be there. I'm already on Hoth. I have no idea if that guy has something to do with Wolverine. It's funny you brought Wolverine because I've just watched all of the 5 X-Men movies in the span of a week worth of time. I rewatched all of them and now I'm ready for the new one. You can ask me any question. I don't know what YouTube SQ is, but ask the question and I guess I'll answer myself what an ESQ means. Not starting the Quesh, the Hoth storyline. I don't want to do it. Okay, maybe just have it in case I might end up needing it.
Welcome to the Adama space station, my lord.
My favorite Star Wars character, Kit Fisto. He's a very small character from the movies, a side character that appears, I think, only in episode 2. Correct me if I'm mistaken.
That's the intent.
He does have a big, kind of a bigger major role in the Clone Wars series. I mean, the original 2D Clone Wars series.
There we are. As you're on the VIP
and my costume for the 2005 premiere was actually resembling Kit Fisto's costume. I don't know if you guys have seen that famous ugly phone picture taken from 10 years ago. Where I have 2 lightsabers activated and I'm wearing a costume from Star Wars.
Let's get this started. Ostensibly, the conflict on Hoth is over salvage from a battle that happened above the planet. In reality, it is our trap for the Republic.
I know, yeah. It is a spoiler, and it's true.
About a trap on Hoth. Explain.
The fight with the Republic has lasted for years now. The objective on Hoth is not to end the battle, but to sustain it. We want our forces small and mobile, and while the Republic keeps chasing victory, we bleed them dry of personnel and equipment.
From the 4-6, okay, in this case, it's probably Luke. I know it's banal, it's dumb, it's boring, but as a small child, everybody loved Luke Skywalker, and me too.
I've heard more than enough.
Very good, my lord.
My lord, forgive the interruption. I brought your cold weather equipment.
We were just finishing, Ensign.
This should keep your core body temperature up. When you're ready, report to a pilot in the shuttle bay for transport to the planet.
Colonel Vanis at Dawn Base will be waiting for you. Good luck down there.
I was gonna think about Han Solo, but being honest, as a small child, that's when I first watched the movies. I must have been like 4 or 5 years old when I saw the videotapes for the first time. Because I was born 1 year after episode 6, so there is no way I could have seen them live. So I watched the videos when I must have been like 4 or 5 years old, and Luke was my favorite. Han was a fun guy, but now that I'm just a little bit more grown up, I do love Han, but I have to obey my childhood dreams of being a Jedi. the Deadpool movie, yeah, I think I'm gonna try and enjoy it, although I have a feeling it might be a little bit too brutal. What now?
The planet awaits, my lord. Commander Triton will want to meet with you.
I'll be there in but a moment.
He's well trained, they say. I hope he pulls through for the sake of the base. Good luck on the planet, my lord.
I did see The Force Awakens, please don't spoil it. I know that it's been plenty of time since the premiere, but some may haven't seen it yet. So let's not mention spoilers. Okay, about the question for YouTube, how long do I spend editing? It's very different. When I'm editing a boss kill video, it probably takes me between 1 and 2 hours to... No, it's more than half hour up to an hour to edit the video, then about half an hour to render the video, and maybe another 20-30 minutes to prepare the thumbnail, depending on the thumbnail. Some thumbnails I can actually finish very quick and easy, others not so much.
Your advice boils down to doing nothing, and that I cannot
Don't spoil.
do.
Sir, I respect your bravery, but if you see this through personally, you will be dead.
What was the second part of the question? I forgot. The script, I never know what to do until I start doing it. Sometimes I have plans of beginning something, and I do have a topic, then I start writing the bullet points, which turned out to be sections of the video, just like in case with my latest 2 videos. I've written the script first, turned it into an article, and then recorded the video for them. Pure example, my latest video, which is actually part 2 of my SWTOR memories. SWTOR in retrospect is the name of the series. Third part should probably come maybe later tonight for Patreon early access, and probably tomorrow evening for publish on YouTube, depending on when I finish it. But the second video, which is about 16 minutes long, I think, it took me relatively, I don't know, 5-6 hours of editing until I finish it, then about 1 hour to render it, maybe 40 minutes to render it, because I did that on a very high settings, which slowed the rendering process. Making of the thumbnail, probably another half an hour until I finish the text positioning and lighting and everything that probably nobody pays attention to, except me.
Not many non-humans have the ear of a base commander.
Yes, well, my influence is entirely up to Commander Triton.
Our Chiss allies have valuable knowledge of the planet. Udris is advising me during this emergency.
An emergency that grows more dire every moment the Colonel is missing. This was the distress call we received.
Scout 1 to Dawn Base. Heavy casualties. Taking heavy casualties. We're under attack. We can't see the...
That can't be good.
This is what I was trying to tell the Commander. We've lost 2 rescue teams already.
But we can't simply cower in our base when the mission is to damage and exhaust the Republic.
And our men can't do it. Commander, this visit is a gift to us from fate.
I will go if the ranking officer wishes.
Udris presumes much, but he's right. You're the Colonel's only chance.
Our best case scenario is that Colonel Vanis's communications tipped off the Republic, and he's gone quiet.
But if I were out in that cold, I'd have called for a rescue. If you can find the Colonel, everyone on this base is in your debt.
My sniper is a Chiss as well. Of course it would be a Chiss. There is a lore update. What is a Chiss? The Chiss are a proud and highly intelligent species. Really? Valuing a knack for strategy and subterfuge. I don't know what that means, damn it. Over brute force. Okay, so intelligence over brute. That's what I get. My first agent was a Sith, was a Chiss as well. It's only normal that you would pick the first one to be a Chiss. Especially if you've read the books from Zan. Oh, thank you, I have leveled up. Yay! Did I like? Sorry, I forgot about that. Did I like The Force Awakens? Yes, I did. It's not the best of the series, but it's a very good quality movie, and I'm actually planning to go see it again on Tuesday, and then third time in the beginning of next year.
I'm looking for a ship called the Star Runner.
My lord, truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash. Actually, the name Star Runner sounds familiar. If I may ask, what do you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanaton's behalf, naturally.
I am my own master now, but you can be forgiven for thinking otherwise.
Right, of course. I meant no offense, my lord. Star Runner. Blast. Your ship crashed years ago. It's buried under a few tons of snow by now. Your best bet? No. Give me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
As long as I get the ship, I'm happy.
Of course. Perhaps a few months isn't satisfactory for Darth Thanaton. I hesitate to suggest it, but we do have a fully equipped reclamation service team in the field already. It's just the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand.
I hope you plan to elaborate.
They say Lieutenant Talos Dralik is very particular about his work, takes it extremely seriously. I'm afraid I can't call Lieutenant Dralik. The weather on Hoth is bad for communications. The team's way out in the way searching for some mythical Sith temple on Hoth of all places. Good luck, my lord.
That's exactly the same mall where I'm going, and I think Trio meant the global chat on the fleet, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if trolls are sitting there all day long just spamming what happens with episode 7. Here, we will not be talking about that, and I won't mention which one is my favorite character again, because I might spoil it. Oh no, come back! Stupid elevator. My favorite episode is still the 5th one, by far. It's just dark, different, interesting, unexpected. Two and 3 better than the 7th one? No. I don't know. Java's bacon? Seriously? I don't even know what that's about. Tell me about the Java's bacon. Oh, it's Java, not Jabba. Okay. Even more weird. Oh, wait. Silly me. There is a comma. So it's about Jawas, bacon, spoilers. Alright. I tried to combine those two. Right, I'm not doing the Hoth planetary story arc, so let's see if I can travel. Nope, of course not. I could, damn it. I think I should be able to travel there, maybe. Yeah, let's do this. I haven't picked the hour yet, but yeah, we might have a chance to run into each other during the before the movie. Speak to Talos Dralik. Andronicus has heard rumors of a ship called the Star Runner, believed to have been brought down by an ancient Sith apparition. It's the same description. Then further below the update. At Imperial Outpost, Sergeant Lawrence suggested that an Imperial Reclamation Service team led by Lieutenant Talos Dralik may be able to help you find the wreckage of the Star Runner. Head to the Icefall Plains and find Dralik at his excavation site. That means I've got to find a way to jump down first without dying. You like the third one the most? Oh, that's an opinion I don't meet often. I must admit, I didn't like the duel between Obi-Wan and Anakin, but I absolutely loved the dialogue and the scene after the duel, after the finish. You know, climbing on the rocks, dropping down into the lava. Very dark moment and very well played by both of them. Oh, didn't die. Oh, it was awesome. It's just not my favorite part. The fight was awesome. And that, what did they call it? I forgot. I watched it and learned it from the extra video material and the documentaries surrounding the DVD, accompanying the DVD, I should say. That fighting style above the head was something ancient Italian, I believe. Bye-bye, Raux. Thank you for visiting. And have a nice second day of Christmas.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
Oh yeah. All of the actors spent crazy amount of time just learning to fight. It's not like Alec Guinness versus Darth Vader. Yeah, that first duo in episode 4 was just pathetic. But there is a very reasonable explanation, you know. Vader is clumsy because he is actually not a real human anymore. He's kind of a robot, okay. Ben Kenobi is a very old Jedi now, and he's slow and, you know, not deformed, but let's leave it at slow, for the lack of a better word.
That temple, I can feel it. Rogers,
that's why the duel was so
don't forget the salt.
Stale
Salt's not the best solution,
simple.
but it's the only thing that doesn't freeze out here, and solid footing is a must.
You are in the presence of a Lord of the Sith. Act it.
Apologies, my lord. I forget my profession is not of interest to everyone. What brings you to Hoth, and how may I be of service?
I'm hunting a ghost, actually. On a crashed ship.
A ship. Not usually our line, but let's hear it. Maybe we can help. A bit new for the reclamation service, but artifacts. And a ghost. I've heard that the dead talk down in the tombs, but to see one, oh, I wonder if it'd be possible to make a hollow image.
I imagine it would depend on the light.
Yes, darker would be better. Engineer Sorrel, do we have any probes that aren't frozen solid?
Shalora works as good as any in these conditions, sir. She may not look like much, but she's got heart.
If my guess is correct, the captain would have launched a distress beacon before the crash, which would give us a line on the ship.
Not a bad idea.
Beware, my lord. The cold's master out here. My boys and I are going to shift camp. Try to get a better communication setup going. But let us know if you find anything.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. I am saying exactly that. Ben was an old fart and Vader was practically rusting away. So much robotic-like. You captured my word-for-word intention. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely true. If you're a Star Wars fan, all of the movies are good. If you're a true Star Wars fan, you would love Jar Jar Binks. Come on now, admit it. How many of you are still Star Wars fans? I always liked Jar Jar. I don't know why is all the hate coming at him. He's a cool character, very funny one. Much more fun than C-3PO. And Don't start throwing rocks at me, please. Forgot. Do I have something to learn at level 38? Probably not. How about the passive? The next one is level 40. Alright. I do have a little bit of time. Take the first bearing. Alright.
Come on.
No. There is nothing here, and the region is very small. Yes, I've heard that theory. It's a fun one. Jar Jar is the new Sith Lord, the new evil in the galaxy. That should be a good spot.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. I did it. Okay, next one. No, Misa no drunk. Misa just like Jar Jar. Misa crazy fan Star Wars. That's not right. Misa crazy Star Wars fan. That's better. Remember now, stay away from spoilers. Even mentioning Kylo Ren is a spoiler. For some. I mean, most of us probably had toys and posters and everything about Kylo Ren before, way before the movie release, but he's still a spoiler. Is that close enough? Let's see. Don't make me kill those cute things.
Take it easy.
Signal is too weak. Fine. You wanted me to kill them, admit it. The third one. Oh, the soundtrack during the Order 66. Yeah, 66, not 66. Good spot. And good catch. I've forgotten about it.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
You would be surprised how many people bought Star Wars, different kinds of Star Wars DVDs, Blu-rays, just different movies and packages using my referral links around the Christmas holidays. That was awesome. Everybody is buying Star Wars, gifting Star Wars. Or just generally remembering buying the Star Wars movie, remembering what the story was like before they go and watch The Force Awakens.
This is Captain Quellen of the Star Runner. SOS. I repeat, SOS. We're caught in Hoth's gravitational pull and falling fast. Strange events date back 2 weeks. Yavin 4 artifacts, believed to be the source. Something has taken control of the ship. To whomever finds this message, burn this vessel. Don't look inside. Don't touch it. Burn it.
Lieutenant Drellick really is something else. Could find a wampa hair in a snowdrift, I bet.
Is there anything else recorded on the beacon? Coordinates, perhaps? A hint of where the ship may have fallen?
Not as I can tell. Might take a good going over in the lab. But what are those tracks? Lieutenant, sir. We found the beacon, but no ship. There's some light tracks, though. Appear to be a few days old.
Have Shalora zoom in, Sorrel. I've been studying alien tracks since I was old enough to know a Twi'lek from a Toccata. Ortolan. I'd know them if they were 6 days old and covered in jam. Those are Ortolan tracks.
What's an Ortolan?
A cold-weather type of alien who've made their homes on Hoth. Usually peaceful, until recently. It looks like those Ortolans dug something up. possibly a clue to the ship's location. Cyril, where's the nearest Ortolan camp?
It's a ways beyond the next outpost, but the tracks look headed in the right direction.
Well, might be time to put on your best diplomatic face, my lord. Ortolans don't like outsiders much, but it looks like they're the key to finding our ghost.
I will be utterly charming.
I'll have Sorrel bring the beacon to the base. Between it and the Ortolans, we're bound to have a breakthrough. We'll be there when you're through dealing with the Ortolans.
Whoa, 12. Yeah, I forgot the new amount of crystals for main quests.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
That's not J, it's Y. Robbie, you reminded me that I also wanted to purchase, along with the microphone, a few t-shirts and just sweatshirts and hoodies with Star Wars branding on them, but unfortunately they were way too expensive. I mean, for one sweatshirt or for one hoodie, you'd have to pay $50-$60. Really? Come on.
At your service, my lord. Travel route is confirmed.
So I left that for maybe next year at some point. They don't sell them here locally, so I'm forced to use Amazon UK or Amazon US, whichever one sells them cheaper. And then, of course, wait 2, 3, 4 weeks for the delivery. Yeah, Leia would develop an eating disorder, and you know. $50-$60 was actually the cheaper models. You know, there are more expensive ones going over $70-$80. How about making it the other way around? Make Yoda be the father of Jabba. That would be an interesting turn of events. No, it's not according to the books. Absolutely not. There is a very, very small connection, but it's... I don't know if it can be called random. It's definitely not on the books. Usually I'm that kind of guy for almost everything. Yeah, I'm trying to save money on whatever I purchase, whatever things I buy. I always want them to be cheaper. Just because for many years now I've been making my own money. I know it's not easy. The only exception is sometimes when it comes to Star Wars, I'm just willing to throw money like that. Just take my money, take it. That's not good. Unfortunately, it's a weakness of mine. A weak spot, if you will. And from time to time, I do spend more than I intend to on PC hardware. Like, for example, this summer when I purchased my new video card, it's a hell of an expensive beast, but I actually needed an expensive beast to be able to stream, record on very high quality and very high resolution, so the money was worth it. No, unfortunately, Kylo Ren is not Mickey Mouse, and that's been confirmed. Yeah. What level is my quest? 38. Perfect. I'm very much on level with the quests that I'm doing. And man, that sun over there. Wow. Give me a moment to use the blinds. There we go. Okay. I don't think there is much of a difference on the webcam, but at least the sun is not just making me blind. It's crazy strong, I tell you. It's weird. On December the 26th, it's so damn hot. Without any kind of air conditioning or any kind of extra heat, here in the room right now it's 21 degrees. It's not easy to see that often here in Bulgaria. We usually have real winter.
Come on.
I mean cold winter, not as cold as, let's say, Russia or Norway.
Which you took from the distress beacon site.
I wish I could speak like this one.
Could you say that again?
No offense, but Master, why can't you Sith just become one with the Force when you die?
It's not that cold. My brother is actually planning a trip in January, and he mentioned that according to the forecast, Norway should have the same kind of atmosphere and temperature and condition in January, just like in London. They live in London. That's what I meant. Nice one.
I do no one's bidding but my own.
Oh, these should be companions. Why not? Maybe at least give them as an available, I don't know, acquaintance in the Alliance system.
Consideration is not enough. I want your word.
Who has the coldest weather right now? Let's compare. I don't know what's outside. It's probably between 7 and 9 degrees Celsius. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I can make the text bigger. Main HUD conversations. This one. Crap, it's already the biggest. Really? Weird. Speak to Talos Drelic. I could maybe... Can I teleport there? I can teleport there. 1. Okay, you win for now. Rancor Companion. Have any of you guys ever encountered Rancor Companion? I mean, dressed up, not dressed up, as in what's the word I'm looking for? Tamed. Thank you, my dictionary. Have you ever met a tamed rancor in the Star Wars expanded universe? As in someone using them for something? I don't mean riding a rancor, that's not it. I'm just sparked up in my mind, general wondering, what if the rancor could really be a companion? Yeah, but I don't think this was really a tamed rancor. The person, the fat guy with the weird hat, was just keeping the monster in cage. It's not real taming. As in, teach the monster to do things for you, or go wherever you want with you. You see, as soon as they released the rancor in episode 6,
I met the ghost, and he needs me to get inside an ancient temple.
Then it's true. My peers in the service laughed when I said it was on Hoth, but now, yes, it's the only thing that makes sense. Your ghost said he was a follower of Ludo Quesh, and that Naga Sadow's assassins killed him. Sith, do you realize what you've done?
Flirt. Okay.
You're cute when you're excited.
Oh, well, thank you. How kind of you to say. We're talking about the fabled Sadoween, Naga Sadow's personal order of assassins. Myth made real. Don't worry, I'll get you inside. I've been circumventing the security of ancient tombs since I was old enough to hold a data spike in a pair of pliers.
Glad to hear it.
Let me just gather up my equipment here. All right, let's go. That looks like it hurt.
Do I stream for living? No, of course not. You can check my stats on, or any other person's stats on Social Blade. That's a website. I think it was socialblade.com. What I make is just barely enough to pay my internet bills, my game monthly subscription, and a little bit extra on the side for things like this during gameplay. That's pretty much it. No. To be able to live off YouTube production and just working on a channel as a daily job, you would need to spend a lot more time than what I do and have a lot bigger subscriber base and viewer base than what I have. Plus, unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, that's depending on a point of view, more than 2/3 of the people using YouTube for whatever reasons, use ad blocker. An ad blocker doesn't allow YouTube creators to benefit from the advertisements showed on their video clips. That lowers the amount of income even more, making it even harder to live with this income from YouTube alone. I do have a normal daily job that I've been working for almost 10 years now. And in case you don't know, you probably don't, I work as an architect. That's where I get my money to be able to live and eat. Whatever I earn from YouTube and the other things around YouTube, like referral links from Amazon Associates and my Patreon campaign, I invest those donations or so-called pledges back into my channel, buying new hardware, improvements, and things like that. I don't think that's the right way, but let's try. I absolutely don't like PewDiePie. I definitely don't want to be like him. I want to have absolutely nothing like his content on my channel. Minecraft Architect. Okay, that sounds nice. Yep, I've told my story of how I started uploading videos to YouTube and why and when. The hell? Please don't make me repeat it right now. You can find it on my website, probably on some of my older videos, or God knows where else. But basically I never intended to earn anything with the YouTube channel. And I still don't. Now my videos are monetized. It's actually because my multi-channel network requires all my videos to be monetized. But if they were or if they weren't, I cannot live off that income. So anyway. For some reason, I've switched companion. Let's keep him at least for the planet. Oh, nice. I have no idea who's Tracy Tron, but I would suppose that's a cool blonde female gamer that has webcam taking up to 3/4 of the screen and then a tiny WoW or most likely League of Legends gameplay on the corner. Did I guess? I very rarely play other games depending on what they are. Sometimes I do have some favorite franchises like the Dragon Age series, for example, and I did play them. The other game before that I finished was Shadow of Mordor, but I just don't have time to generally explore random games, like sit down in front of the PC and play something. No thanks. You will just have to be happy with gameplay. Oh, she's not blonde. Damn it. My guess was incorrect. I never liked Counter-Strike. Not any of the little versions and iterations and upgrades and updates. None of the games about Counter-Strike are my favorite. I don't even like them, let alone being my favorite. Can I be a camp boy at least? Nope. I was wondering if it's worth getting Mad Max, but I couldn't find it on a decent enough discount to justify the purchase. I didn't even buy Battlefront, again because of the same reasons, too damn expensive, and I wasn't sure if I want to invest all that money for just a test. I played a little bit of the demo when they released that, what do you call it, demo beta access or something. Where the hell is my companion now? So, can I have a companion back? What the hell?
You. Take it easy.
I've never played Minecraft, nope. Out of the popular games, through the years I've played WoW for a combined total of time maybe up to 15-20 hours. Not because I liked the game, mostly because my brother wanted me to try it.
Every time I open a new tomb, like watching a flower blossom. So many wonders. $17. Oh, that's cheap.
These look like the
I watched the video WTF from Total Biscuit, and he described it not exactly as the game I would imagine spending tons and tons of hours into. I really love the Witcher universe, and I'm sinking deeper and deeper into that, so pretty much whatever time I'm not spending in SWTOR or editing my videos on the PC, I'm spending in The Witcher.
To obliterate all this history, why? We'd be
Mine's The Witcher 3, of course.
Culture needs the hand of the
Specifically for the 2015.
Take your record and make it extra thorough.
Thank you. It shouldn't take too long.
Ark Survival, I did watch a few streams when it was, I don't know, early access, alpha access, or something like that, before it was officially published, released. There are probably many games that I would enjoy, but I cannot afford them. And without being absolutely sure that I want to play the game and I will play the game, I can't really afford to spend money on it. It's not like I'm a rich person. Destroy relic containers. I don't remember what they look like. I'm not a fan of first-person shooters. That's probably one of the reasons why I didn't enjoy Battlefront. Except for the fact that it didn't offer anything beyond the stunning visuals. And I completely agree with most of the reviews about the game. It's lacking on everything else except for the sound and the visual effects. The graphics are just mind-taking. Breathtaking, whatever you want to call it. Fantastic looking game, really. Unfortunately, they should have been able to produce something more than just 2.5 maps. The Last of Us. I've never played that one again, but I've actually seen it. And it wasn't that like a mystery game? You just reminded me, actually, I have received once in my lifetime a game gift from someone. It was about a year ago. I was very actively streaming SWTOR on Twitch. And someone made me a gift subscription to... what's its name? Star Citizen. It is a game I've definitely wanted to try ever since I've heard about it for the first time, but considering how long the game was and still is from release, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to invest in it that early. So when he made me the gift, I was extremely happy about that, and I will definitely play the game when it's finally finished product. But I'm trying to stay away from testing it every little update and every little upgrade that they are creating. 1, 2. Oh, it is expensive. Yeah, I got the what do you call it? The basic pack or something with the basic ship, but it's still enough to gain me access. And I made a very quick first steps kind of overview on my second YouTube channel. It was about half an hour long. Battlefront is best to play as a third person. Yeah, I've realized that on the second game I played. I think it's a sin, one sin too many, that I already play and love one of the games developed by EA. I'm not sure if I want to do that with another one. Don't get me wrong, guys. EA does make decent games sometimes, but unfortunately their greediness and their very aggressive methods of just asking you for money for littlest things and things that they haven't produced and developed yet, that's annoying. What do I think about early access? I don't mind early access for the games I love. For random games, I guess that's just a weird point of view, because I don't mind early access in general. I despise early access on random games that nobody knows anything about. Unfortunately, that happens way too often. Like, for example, there was, and there still is, very, very popular game, Arma 3, I think. Arma 3. Is that game even finished or is it still in beta? It's been available for like half a year and it's been streamed for so long now. And I'm kind of thinking that it's still not finished and it will probably never be finished. But as long as people are paying for early access, the developers probably stopped caring about finishing the product. They already got the money they needed. Where the hell are the other two? Are they in front of my eyes and I'm just missing them? Unipop. No idea what that is. If you would like to, please remind me about that game on Facebook, Twitter, or someplace else, so I can check out what kind of a game is this. It sounds like an indie title. And if it's cheap enough, I would love to try it. I mean, I do have... Oh, there it is. I do have a little bit more free time right now. Please don't tell me it's kind of a Japanese porn game. If you're getting so weirdly excited about that, it's probably a Pikachu game, a hentai game, or I don't know.
That's the last of them.
My lord, that droid, didn't we already defeat it?
Excellent. Thank you, Sith, for your help.
Fascinating. How is this possible? It doesn't appear to be technological.
To see those pawns of Naga Sadao crushed, their graves defiled. Normally, I'd consider myself above revenge, but this pleases me.
I think I liked your old puppets better. More lifelike.
I find Naga Sadao's droid aesthetic somewhat lacking myself.
The ghost! Never in a million years!
The Star Runner may be found in the belly of the mighty super dreadnought Star of Coruscant, in the graveyard of ships. I landed it there for safekeeping after I crushed its foolish captain. There, you will find me.
I know the place.
Okay, we're going to the graveyard.
Pirates. White Moor, I think they're called. Not exactly connoisseurs of the historical.
I need that ghost's power to defeat Darth Thanaton.
I wait expectantly for your arrival.
Unbelievable. One minute it's walking around good as new, and the next... Oh, there's better equipment for analysis at the base near here. It's on the way to the ship graveyard, if you'll follow me.
Alright, we're going there. Is there a way to send the game to me? Well, generally on a daily basis I receive maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 codes for Steam games, mainly indie projects, because my email gets found somehow from PR companies and such. And I'm offered keys from various games to test, showcase, review, and other things like that all the time. I obviously don't do it, otherwise you would have seen that on my channel, but my channel is not focusing on random games reviews, but rather on just 2 games for now. You never know what the future might bring, but for now I have absolutely no plans to change it. If you would like, and if you have a spare code for your favorite minigame or indie game or whatever, you can send the code to me. I don't think there is any better way to do that. I never had a chance to play as Boba Fett in Battlefront during the beta. So I've heard it's an incredibly overpowered character and you can just one-shot everything. And he's also unkillable. I'd be very curious to see how much of that is really true. Whoops.
Here we are. Now, I have to analyze this droid. But your friend said they'd be here if you needed them. I believe the ghost said he was in the dreadnought. Best go there if you wish to find him.
Just out of curiosity, what does that look like? Very basic. 48,000 XP. Good. 60 kill streak. Nice. Is that like the highest achievement available or what? 60 is a lot. Very, very high. Well, I obviously went out the wrong way, or did I? Was there another stop? Japanese games. I must say it's probably because I've never tried any of those so-called Japanese games, but I can't say I really like them. Maybe if I try one. I already forgotten the one you mentioned earlier, guys. Huni something. Whoever mentioned that, please post it as a tweet or on my Facebook page so I can check it out later. It did rise up my curiosity. Hunipop. Even the name sounds kinky. Okay, have I mentioned yet that this is by far the most favorite area of all the Star Wars The Old Republic leveling process to me? This area here, the ship graveyard on Hoth, is my most favorite place to be. Reading the lore updates around the big ship, this one, then exploring all the corners, dying in 2011 over here in the heroic area without having a clue what the hell I'm doing. It was all fun. And then of course we are going into the big ship here in the end. Oh, we can already see it. Because I do play the game on ultimate, maximum, whatever you want to call it, settings, and I can see far away into the distance. Surprisingly with very high frame rate at the moment, because I'm both streaming on very high quality 1080p 60 and I'm also recording at 1440p in 4 audio tracks. Bringing back the topic of the audio, man, as soon as I get that microphone I'm gonna start making more audio dependent videos, as in lore things. You know how much I enjoy reading scripts and creating videos based on my scripts? You probably don't know, I'll tell you. It's a lot of fun for me. Unfortunately, I have to read the scripts 2-3 times, maybe even more than this sometimes, because of issues with the microphone. Sometimes I say and it gets weird. Sometimes I just pronounce word wrongly, and the microphone isn't high. This one isn't high quality enough to allow me to replace just a word or a phrase. It really sounds different, damn it. Hello Artemoid, that's the Red Eclipse server. Star of Coruscant, the biggest ship ever. Have I done Datacrons on Rishi? Nope, I haven't. I've been thinking about that for so long and I still haven't done it. Which reminds me, I think I have a few missing spots here and there. Datacrons. Yep, I do. On Balmora, I do have a few. And then on Drummondcast, I have a few. On Hoth, I have... Wow, okay. I've missed a lot on Taris. And yeah, I don't have the Rishi ones. I have to fill the gaps at some point, but you know, I've mentioned multiple times, I'm a very bad platformer and I'm not very well trained in jumping. When I say that is, I mean bad platformer in an MMO because I use two key combination to jump. That's just personal preference. I'm using control and space to jump because jumping in an MMO is not like jumping in an FPS shooter, for example, or in a normal platformer game. Jumping in an MMO is just more like a cosmetic. It's not really that important for fighting because it's not how most of the MMO games work and their mechanics when you're fighting PvP, I mean. And I do like to have, specifically for PvP, space available for targeting. So that makes me really bad at jumping in MMOs. Yeah, that too. Jumping around in SWTOR is extraordinarily difficult and challenging. Most of the times I just end up falling from a cliff instead of jumping. And as I've mentioned that, I remembered how many times I fell down on the very last jump doing the +10 endurance datacron on Makeb. I think I spent in total like 2.5-3 hours the first time I did that datacron. So many fallings, you wouldn't believe. You know that last jump, those of you who have done the datacrons, you probably remember. The last jump where you have to aim on a diagonal next to a pillar and you have to jump down to a very small area without really missing it and falling down. I hate that bug with the companions. It's extremely frustrating, I tell you. It usually used to happen only when I'm in a group, but lately I've been noticing that my companions for some reason just despawn and don't come back when I'm solo. That's weird. Plain weird and wrong. Force detain. Oh, that's the channel. Thank God it's turned off by default. I don't like it. It's just a waste of time. Oh, stop doing this. Probably because of the quest in this case, yeah. Does it say he's temporary? It doesn't say. He's not appearing here, really? Okay. Oh, feel free to spam, I don't mind. Keeping the chat funny, alive and active is very important for every single person who's hosting a stream. Especially when we're in a small company. What do we have, like 10, 15? Oh, 17 viewers, okay. Yeah, those of you guys who follow my Twitch streams, you know that I have a much wider and bigger viewer base on Twitch. But I'm actually inclined to swap popularity or viewership for quality and smoothness. That's why I've been streaming on YouTube more often lately.
My heart is light, almost as if I were alive again. You have a gift. The way you and your apprentice cut through my guardians was most satisfactory.
What was the point of having them attack us? Haven't we already proven ourselves to you?
I am sorry, but I have always been vain, and surrender is not a pill I swallow easily.
I promise to free you when I have defeated my enemy, Darth Thanaton.
More generous than I'd expected. But I would be a fool to ask for less. Seal the promise with your blood, and I will submit willingly to your control.
Oh, blood magic.
I promise to release you once Thanaton is defeated.
Excellent. Let the ritual begin.
The conversation is finished. Let me tell you my opinion. YouTube live streams are underrated because YouTube and Google still hasn't developed a steady and proper way to advertise those streams. And I don't mean generally advertise. Just when I'm starting a live stream, there should be a very simple and easy way for subscribers to get notified. I don't have to spam my social networks like crazy when I'm starting a stream to let everybody who's willing to join for some fun do that and have a chance to do that. The notifications are still very tough to find. I doubt that all of you guys are aware about the little wrench icon next to the subscribe button that has a tick if you want to receive all notifications. If you don't open and check that mark, you will not receive like 80% of the new things I do, like latest video uploads, live streams, events, and I don't know, other things like that. It's very important for active YouTube creators like I think I am. And unfortunately, Google has to improve on that. Yes, they've changed the quality of the streams, the visual representation, the lag. Oh my God, the original lag on the old streaming platform was just like between 40 seconds and a minute. Seriously, YouTube? I mean, yeah, okay. Quality, video quality and sound quality has always been like times better than Twitch. But you can never put behind something so valuable as user interaction. I don't live stream for just purely for the gameplay. Most of the times I'm streaming something that most of you guys have played on your own already. For one reason or another, probably the reason would be, the basic reason would be because we don't really have anything new to offer here as a live SWTOR streamers. Me and everybody else, pretty much everybody has experienced everything new is SWTOR, and until the new content arrives, we only have old things to show. And most of the times I'm live streaming, I'm doing that for the company. I don't enjoy playing the game on my own, and you see my character doesn't even have a guild. For leveling purposes, I do enjoy talking to someone, and that's why I'm trying to pay attention to the chat. If I miss a line in the chat, I feel bad for not responding. Not that people care, probably. But it's really important, yeah. If I don't have an active chat during my live show, I don't feel that the live show is as good as it is. That's why I'm sometimes struggling with my Witcher 3 live shows. I know that 99.9% of you are here subscribing to my channel because of my SWTOR content. But since I'm going crazy over the Witcher 3, I'm live streaming Witcher 3 actually more often than SWTOR, if you believe. And it's sad that the Witcher 3 doesn't get the same welcoming party as SWTOR. And yes, at the moment we have still 17 people here in the channel. If it was Twitch, I would probably have 50, 60, 70, I don't know. It probably depends on the momentum. But yeah, that's my point. Interactive chat and interactive live streamer host, such as me, is important. I'm not streaming a game that you can just sit back and enjoy just because of the gameplay. No, I don't think SWTOR is that kind of. Maybe if I'm streaming the new content, which is so very story involved and so so very much focusing on that story content. You could just sit back and enjoy cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. But with this old content, it's more about the conversations we are having during the live stream. The interface, I don't know. I like the gaming YouTube's interface. I've gotten used to it. In the beginning, it was horrible, and I seriously hated it. But now I grew up to like it. Okay, I'm almost level 40, and believe it or not, BioWare with this double XP is really doing good job.
You sure you'll be all right?
Run, run. Now is not a good time to die. How the hell these two silvers just nuked me? Can a preferred status wear purple gear? I don't think they can. Don't quote me on that, but I believe you're not allowed to. Oh, come on, guys. Leave me alone. Okay, dude, you asked for it. It's not that easy when I'm prepared. How the hell did these two guys just annihilate me in 0 time? What the hell happened? I should play Star Wars Episode 1, The Gungan Frontier. I don't even remember knowing about that game. What kind of a game would that be? The other day I've learned a fact, I think from a YouTube video I was watching. Every single year for the past 19 or 20 years there has been a new Star Wars game released. Every single year. It's not always PC, just any kind of game related to Star Wars. For at least one release, most times just multiple releases. Every single year. That's crazy. Yay! Ah! Seriously, dude? You wanna play the stun game? Huh? Oh, he died.
Take it easy.
He died! Oh, I just checked up on the chat. Yeah, I've missed the electro stuff clipping through the Montreals. Yeah, it's frustrating. And many people, hey, Joe, wow, I haven't seen you in a long time. Just like you said. I just saw the name and then I read the comment. Merry Christmas to you too and to everybody else who I didn't wish it upon their joining. I hope you guys are experiencing funny and lovely Christmas holiday this year, just like every other year. Go to your ship's airlock. Okay, ship's airlock. There.
Are you sure you'll be alright?
Oh, it's both the chat and the community. I don't get spammers, thank God. And I'm generally trying to keep a positive spirit about every single one of my live shows. If there is something negative, which thankfully happens very, very rarely, I'm doing my best to just neglect it, or, well, if I have to, I would just plainly forbid it by ban. Star Wars Gungan Frontier. The player must introduce organisms to the Naboo moon of Omadun in an attempt to develop a stable ecosystem capable of supporting Gungan colonization. Holy crap! That sounds interesting. What year is the game from?
Take it easy.
Oh, you had 3 kids, if I remember correctly. Must have been tough. Daddy, did you buy me a pony? I don't know, a transformer?
Sure you'll be all right?
What else? What do the kids want?
Come on.
Well, my lord, I hope to catch you before you left.
1999, seriously? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix the carpet beneath me. Unfortunately, I messed it up with the chair's wheels.
By helping you,
Alright.
if you'll let me.
I can
I'll
always
let
use
you.
another lover of the strange. It would be an honor.
Mess of a
I
game.
won't let you... Wait, you will? Great. Thank you. You won't regret it. I have military training.
Hey, that's a wise
small
way
arms, grenades,
of
and I am the
linking
best
things
in the
without really
galaxy
linking,
finding rare
avoiding
artifacts,
YouTube's
if I may say so.
restrictions. That's another thing YouTube needs to check and change.
I won't let you down.
They need to allow me to choose whether I want links available in my comments, in my chat. Talos Drelic, welcome to the Good Togruta Assassins team crew. Is he here? Ugh, not yet. Okay, going to the ship then. Bye bye, thank you for visiting. It's 5 a.m. for you? Oh, okay. You probably live where? West coast of America somewhere? Probably North America? Oh, that sounds so wrong about the kids and their excitement.
I can sense the new power within you. Good. And I would suggest...
I don't know why YouTube decided to block it. Whatever the reason is, they just don't allow normal visitors to post links. They have to be moderators or hosts like me.
With all those dead Sith you've piled up.
But every time someone wants to make to post a link, I generally don't forbid links on my content. As long as it's a useful link and related to the content that I'm showing at the moment. Or a funny picture or something. Obviously, I don't allow the referral links on Twitch. I don't allow spam, racist crap. That has never happened, thankfully. Don't grind more. Okay, I'm not planning to grind another Marauder or Sentinel, but I do have very weird feelings back in my mind that I'm gonna start another Warrior Juggernaut sometime soon. Wait, what? Travel to Dromkas. Okay. We're having good times today. I don't know if you guys enjoyed the gameplay or just the company and the fun chat, but I think I'm gonna enjoy turning the offline recording YouTube walkthrough series with Sianka into a live stream on YouTube. Mainly I did it because I wanted high quality and just something specifically dedicated to YouTube. That's when I started the series. Now they are live streamed, but still on YouTube and still with very high quality. Yes, I am talking over some of the dialogues which was kind of self-forbidden on the previous episodes. I was always silent, but then again I didn't have anybody to talk to and respond to comments and questions when I'm recording this without viewers. But we'll see. When I post this insanely long episode, we'll see the reaction. This part of the story, alright, we will be extra careful to see why you loved this part of the story. Confront Darth Thanaton. Okay, hey, of course. That's that should be the end of chapter 2, it is after the end of Hoth. We do something special, and we end up finishing chapter 2 and receiving a special Sith Inquisitor class buff, which I already have for about, I don't know, 3.5 years.
Ready for departure.
How many sorcerers and assassins in particular do you have then? Robbie, sorry, that was a question for you, man. Just saw the comment. I loved Jedi Academy. I think the game was very well balanced. The gameplay was extremely fun. About the Outcast, not so much. About the Dark, I can't even remember the game anymore. Was it Dark Force or Dark Forces? You know, the first games with Kyle Katarn. Didn't really like that. But then again, I played the game many years after it was originally released because I didn't have a PC back then. My first real gaming capable PC was around 2002, 3rd. Jedi Academy I played for a few years and I loved it.
I am willing to learn.
Not in multiplayer, just the story. Well, I did play multiplayer a little bit.
Student and a fast learner. Lord Zash embraces the search for dark artifacts and secrets. Others choose the martial path, channeling their anger into physical strength. You too must find your path.
I want to learn the secrets of the dark side.
Think it over. Speak to Overseer Kryos when you're ready to begin your training in earnest.
Yay! I've learned what it is about to be an advanced class. It used to be a very important level 10 quest that everybody had to do before 3.0, and the discipline system was introduced. With this change, power made those irrelevant. Ooh, which reminds me, do I gain something at level 39? Of course not.
Umpa hupa, jikilia umpasa dobiska, jaskruni dopat kurira, dokanki kung.
You don't say. What is it to be an assassin? Tell me. I need to learn that at level 39. Alright, I've made my choice. Thank you for the free XP. Sorry about the delay. Let's go do the Thanaton quest. End chapter 2 and begin chapter 3. Whoop. Okay? There he is. Level 18. Come on, Bioware. Upgrade.
That was quick thinking. Buying off Lord Cineratus. Some might view it as shrinking from a fight, especially after he killed your apprentices. But you're no coward.
This doesn't need to end in violence.
It is the law of the Sith, and the law is inviolable. You are young and proud. No doubt all you see is a withered old man waiting to be crushed and succeeded. Roland?
Yes, Master.
The apprentice of a disobedient Sith must die. Let us do our solemn duty. This time, I will be sure to dispose of your corpse personally.
I didn't want it to end like this.
Poor guy. Oh. Gifts! Thank you for teaching me what gifts are for. I probably looted a gift. Hey, I forgot something at level 38. Can you guess what it was? And another thing I forgot is checking for level 35 upgrades on the relics. Never mind.
You must stop this nonsense now.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
He's a treacherous snake. Cut out his fangs.
Careful now. Don't lose control.
I warned you my ritual was dangerous. I warned you it was not for the weak, but you drank the poison.
What have you done, you fool? You can't handle that kind of power.
What just happened? Where's Thanaton?
You're dying, little snake. Don't struggle. It'll only prolong the agony.
One thing I forgot to mention about the Force binding. You should never, ever bind more than one ghost at a time. Or else, well, you'll see.
I'm still not sure I understand. I was fighting Thanaton.
Too much exertion wears you out, lowers your defenses.
We had no choice but to serve you before, but now we can finally have some fun.
Sith. Back in the land of the living. Easy now.
You overextended yourself. The ghost's power was too much for your body to adapt to so quickly. And that's not to mention the little chats you've been having in your sleep. Let me guess, the ghosts?
Actually, I was having this amazing dream. There were these relics, and each of them produced a different flavor of ice cream.
Oh, I never get the good dreams. It's always flesh-eating Jawas or huts in bikinis.
Huts in bikinis? Sounds like an improvement.
Whatever the cause, you look dire. And Thanaton will take advantage unless we find a cure quickly.
Give me some time to do some research. Ashara, I'll need your help. Holocrons are impossible these days.
Okay, that's it. Oh, I have to pick my reward. Force walking sickness. Of the few recorded people who successfully learned the Sith Lord Ergast's force walking ritual, all of them rose to prominence quickly and faded from glory shortly thereafter, with nothing to indicate that brought about their ends. Among them, only one was known to have bound more than one Sith ghost, and that was Ergast himself, who owned that remains a mystery. It appears, however, that binding too many ghosts can quickly overwhelm the host. We witnessed that, inflicting physical and spiritual sickness on the force-walking Sith and leading to violent expressions of force power beyond the Sith's control. That's what we just saw. Okay, that was a decent end. I have to go back to my ship. Yes, on the topic of how challenging the story content used to be, I've shared with you guys in the past, and I'll do it again. I had to farm money and gear for my T7 droid for about 2 days, so I can go back and defeat the last boss in the Jedi Knight story. No spoilers. If you haven't played the story, you will still have fun. The story is fun, but the challenge isn't there. And it's not just with the warrior story, it's just the only story I've ever experienced in the beginning of the game before they nerfed the end game bosses. First, a few months after, I think it was, 2, 3, 4 months after the release of the game, BioWare nerfed the end game boss fights. They just nerfed their mechanics. I mean, the mechanics are still there, but the bosses don't hurt nearly as much. They removed some restrictions on companions, on gear, on other things. And basically, you don't need to be level 50 wearing raid gear anymore to defeat those. But Truly, the end game, the final boss after chapter 3, after Corellia for the Jedi Knight was a huge struggle. And since I didn't get a chance to kill all of the others before the nerfs, I can't tell, but people have been reporting to me through the years that all of the bosses were challenging. This one included, even though this one isn't really the final boss of the story. Okay, let's go to the ship. Yeah, I remember I just didn't do that. There was gear just sitting there. I remember that I did that the second time. Now you don't need to gear the companions or anything else. What server do I play on? Didn't you say that you're leaving, Mike? I'm on the Red Eclipse. This is the European English PvE server. And it's kind of sad, makes me really sad that the challenging story is non-existent anymore. I can understand that to BioWare it's most important to have the story prevail above everything, especially now with the latest expansion. But just making you fall asleep while you're doing gameplay really outside of the cutscenes, you know, the thing that's not so important to BioWare.
More importantly,
It's been made so freaking easy. It doesn't matter what gear you're wearing, what companion you're using, everything has been dumbed down way too much. Ship to intercom. Going to the ship intercom. Thank God at least the Fallen Empire story is very good. Despite its little flaws and issues, especially regarding the fact that you're killed, but then you're not... Oh, spoiler, sorry. But then you're not killed. Anyway, I've already started it.
File has produced over 3,000 volumes, writings and holocrons. Makes a one-line notation. I'm hearing voices, must find cure. Then nothing. In 3,000 volumes, not a single other mention of the subject.
Do you think Thanaton could have tampered with your resources?
These are common diaries, not Sith secrets. There's no
Gungam.
reason anyone
Okay.
would... No, you're right. Why didn't I see this before? Volume 2397, line 232. Killed my 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. Same line, volume 2455. Killed my 4th apprentice today. Caught him spying. The entire volume is a duplicate.
How did that fool know what volume to hide?
Thanaton must have grasped what was going on when he confronted you and ordered the volumes switched. Let's hope he didn't destroy them. He keeps a private, heavily guarded library under Drummond Castle. I'm not supposed to know about it, but for various reasons I do. I'm guessing Darth Vilus's missing volume and another by Darth Aratus are there. Both could be imperative to your survival.
I don't mind. Yeah, that was about the Gungam petition. I don't mind a Gungan in SWTOR. It would be fun. I do have a feeling that's totally my prediction. It has nothing to do with fact, confirmations, rumors, or something else. That's just my prediction that Veiling is going to take place after we kill Arkan. I don't know if, when, or how we're going to kill Arkan. It's just my guess. Let's call it a guess. It's not a prediction. It's a total wild guess. So, at some point during the end of Season 1, we kill Arkan, and Vaylin takes over his place, and she's so much darker and so much stronger than him. That's gonna be the fun part in Season 2. How about that? We'll see if I'm correct in, I don't know, half a year. Up to 8 months, depending on how much BioWare delays things. Use your ship to travel to Dromkas. Okay, let's go to Dromkas. Oops, not that one. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. He could be immortal, but still, I would like to see Valen prevail in the end. Or maybe, don't think it's possible such a dark character to be turned back to the light. It's gonna be a little bit too boring. But how about maybe if we can turn Arkan back to the light using his mother? We know that his mother does have a role to play, hopefully in the future episodes. And when we turn Arkan, then Valen will take his place again. Everything I say and I imagine is always focusing around the event of Arkan losing the throne and the power, and then Valen taking over. Ah. Okay, so you do have generally a good prediction skill. Bigger. How much bigger? What did you imagine? Go to the Dark Thanaton's library. Where exactly am I going? Can I just... No, cannot teleport from here.
Ready for departure.
That's a very twisted twist. Romance with Valen. Why not? I mean, we've probably already seen everything in Star Wars The Old Republic story-wise. Weird things turning around, events happening, then unhappening. I was wondering why BioWare never acknowledged and developed that scenery for SWTOR. It's not just in LOTRO, I think that's what you meant to spell, Lord of the Rings Online, my previous game as a matter of fact. When you do things there, environment changes around you. So for example, you enter in a room where you have an NPC, do something with the NPC, talk to it, and then after that, this room is locked for you forever because the same NPC has moved on according to the story to a new location. And it's not exactly a complete revamp of the environment, like something with what WoW did with Cataclysm, I think. But it's still a nice change. So for example, you go in there, meet Frodo, and then you can never talk to Frodo in this same spot again. You can never see Frodo in this same spot again because he's moving. And for the next quest where you have to interact with Frodo, you will be on a completely different place. Frodo will know that the story has changed. He's gonna know what you've done, what the world has endured. I always wanted to have something similar here. And to some minor extent, you could say that it did happen with maybe Governor Suresh. But since I never liked her...
Sorry, my lord, but you're not allowed in here.
I'm not.
You will let me in. I'm welcome here.
We will let you in. You're welcome here. Thanaton keeps his most useful holocrons on the far wall. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if you took one.
That guard was very useful here.
Are you okay?
Search the library for information. Search all objects in the library. Okay. You say so. Do you hear the epic music? If Sony doesn't claim it, I would be very happy to be able to leave it in the video recording. View Darth Iratus's holocron, which is, well, here somewhere. Let's go upstairs and see what we can find here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Really? Come on, something has to be clickable. Why would the second floor exist if nothing's clickable in the library? I still haven't found all the objects in the library to click through for the bonus quest. There is another one. Oh no, wait, that's the main quest. So where the hell are the objects? Let's go to that room and check out if maybe there is something here, even though it's outside of the library and kind of outside of the circle. There might be something worth clicking. Searching all the objects. I don't remember that side quest, obviously, since I'm struggling completing it. There is one upstairs, alright? In this case, I just have to probably more carefully look around for something flashing or something just clickable. Everything looks the same, damn it, the same textures. Could it be one of these things on one of these shelves? I will go back to the previous room as well, yeah. Nothing clickable up here. Oh, big object. That's number 2. Let's go see number 3 now. If you said upstairs in the previous room, then it must be here somewhere. Whoops. That's the big one I need for the main quest. There is really nothing down here that I need to check. That's not good. I have to get close. Well, alright. I do have a feeling it's gonna be one of these things. There you are! I knew it would be one of the little things over here. And it was, just like you said, tough to find. Because it's too small. And from bigger distance, I just cannot turn my hand into a clicking hand.
Power too quickly. I am disintegrating rapidly. I have begun to drain parts of my power into holocrons, though it is only a temporary solution. My research points to a cure, almost too amazing to fathom, but I must try, and I must succeed. It will require going into the heart of Belsavis, a place so racked with chaos.
Thank you for the suggestions and the directions.
Still,
I think I've never done that side quest. Or maybe I've just totally forgotten about it. Now, I can freely go... The hell? Oh, okay. And this is the bonus one. I made a mistake, obviously. That's the bonus quest, and the one upstairs is actually the main quest. Use your ship's intercom. Okay, back to the ship. Yeah, this was the main quest. But it was good that I didn't lose the bonus quest. There was nothing special to the bonus quest, unfortunately. I was hoping for a little bit of an extra cinematic or something. While I'm here, let's not forget, I'm gonna do the upgrade offline, but there we go. 2 relics, level 35, to replace the 2 relics, 25. I'm gonna do the rest of the upgrading offline, obviously. Clicking on all of these enhancements, mods, and armorings would be boring.
Are you okay?
I am okay, thank you for asking. Why am I playing with Drellic again? Come on, Ashara, wake up.
I follow you.
Back to... No, not back. Exit to the starship.
I found some things that look relevant.
Excellent. It will take some time for Ashara and I to study these. In the meantime, you may want to check in on Harker. Make certain he knows you're alive, and that he shouldn't take any liberties with the trials.
I know better than to trust my apprentice with you.
Don't worry. Your little Jedi girl is smart. She keeps me at better than arm's length.
Man, my spirit Kenval really doesn't like Ashara. Travel to Korriban. Again. Drummond Cass. No, I'm going to Korriban. Korriban. Up here. There you are. Say hello to Harkoon, tell him he's a noob, and go away. It's quicker. It really is quicker if you click on the chair. You avoid that kind of channeling. Right, so can I just quickly go there? Oh, you are very welcome. What's this now? Side quest? Never mind.
Time for death, Twi'lek.
Gopi, I'll still be alive
Quiet,
when you're
both of
done.
You. You know your trial. Now go. My lord, you just missed the latest trial. As you can see, we have a wild group. All except the human. He was surprisingly quick to die.
Through no interference of yours, I trust?
These wretches can get themselves killed without my help. My credits are on the three-eyed one, personally. Uglier than my twisted Sith grandmother, but he has the same determined glint you had.
The Bone-Face, the Twi'lek, alright.
I'll take that bet. My credits are on the Kalish.
I didn't know you were the gambling type, my lord. While you're here, is there anything particular you want to accomplish with these trials? Many Sith Lords use the Acolytes to gather things from the tombs for them.
Anything that will help me in my struggle with Thanaton would be appreciated.
I think I know something. I'll contact you when they are on their last trial so that you can arrive in time for the results.
Oh, I forgot that I'm already level 40. Let's quickly review the next passive abilities. Level 40 passive Force Horrors increases all periodic damage dealt by 10%. Cool. My dots are being boosted, and I'm sure I will not get anything new. Haha. What a surprise. Don't give away spoilers like that. Use the starship intercom. Back to my starship, they said. Wow, that was a lot of traveling in the last 40 minutes. Back and forth throughout all of the world. All the known worlds. Don't spit whiskey. It's bad for the health.
Zash and I have been looking over the information you recovered from Thanaton's library.
Any truth to the rumors there's a big old Republic prison on Delsavis?
I heard something of that from Master Ryan, but I didn't want to believe it.
Unfortunately, Delsavis looks like the most promising lead. Darth Eratis went there seeking a cure for the deterioration of his body. It sounds like precisely the thing you need.
I hope you can tell me more than that. I don't like going in blind.
My knowledge is limited, but I'll brief you once we dock with the Belsata space station.
Almost level 41, and I'm now doing a quest level 42. This probably means we'll have to do some side missions, and by side missions, in this case, I do mean planetary story arc quests. Fear the general in disguise. That's where I'm gonna stop. Some of you guys have joined me very early, and thank you for being together around with me and everybody else in the chat and during the live show for 3 hours. I have to come up with a good idea of how to probably split this video into multiple parts, because uploading a 3 hours long video to YouTube, I don't think anybody will ever reach the end point. But in any case, today is a working day, and I should stop having fun in the game and start editing the last third part of my SWTOR in retrospect. I hope you guys have checked out number 1 and number 2, and you've also read the 2 articles I've published. Second article actually combines the video parts 2 and 3. But today or tomorrow, I don't know, I think it's actually going to be tomorrow most likely. I have at least 3, 4, 5 hours of editing ahead of me, and it's very likely I won't be able to finish video for the publish today. So, tomorrow. Today I might log into The Witcher for a little bit. We'll see. Thank you for joining me live. If you're watching the recorded video, thank you for enjoying the return of this series. I had a lot of fun revisiting again Sianka, my good Togruta Sith assassin, and relearning some of the abilities. Maybe for the future I would attempt to switch to Deception, but I really don't like this spec for leveling. I know it's fun for PvP, but story leveling not so much. See you next time, people. Have a lovely Christmas, because today is still Christmas. If you don't visit any of my videos or website, have a very happy celebration at the New Year's Eve, and begin 2016 with a smile. Don't be too drunk. You need to be able to smile.